As we have completed with this two types of the array, that is rectangular array and the polar array. Now let's start with this path array. What is it? Let's go to our AutoCAD format here. In this, as we have seen this total part of this path array, polar array, and this for the rectangular array. Now let's see for the path array. For that, here you can see that I have taken a reference of these trees and this line. Okay, and this is also a reference present here for this car purpose. So let's start with this car point. Okay, here you can see that it has, this is the line which is made of the polyline format. Okay, and this is the car present. We can add this car by control 2, and here it is present like this in this tree option, wherever it was been present in the landscape part, and here you can see that the car is been present here. When you just click and drag here, you can see that a car is been present here, added here. To increase the scale of it, just choose the scale, just select the object, enter it, and just increase the size of it. Okay, like this way we can add the car. Just to move it here like this way, we want now the this part, okay, of this, making this car and this path. Here you can see that we have made a car, and a same car, and we have made this path, and we will be seeing how to move this car in this path. Okay, means make an array of it in this path. So for that, it is very simple. It is the same way as we have seen for this rectangular array and the path array, polar array. So now we will be seeing for this path array, that is the, in this modify toolbar, here we can go to this path array, just choose this path array. Then after, here you can see that the select object is only option is present. Just select this object that we want to array it, just enter it, and then after we have to make a choose the path, select the path, just choose this path, and you can see that as our it has been happened, the color of it has been changed because we are in this color format. Okay, we can control Z or escape it, control Z, and we can change this layer format to 0. Then after, here we can go to this path array, just choose it. Then after, we have to select the object that we want to array, just select it, enter. After that, we have to choose the path, just select this path, and you can see that the car has been in the format of that path. Okay, you can now change the distance between them. Okay, you can change anything between them. Okay, when you double type on that, you can change the distance between them as the 10. Here you can see that we can only change the distance between them. We cannot change the number of item because it has been selected the path. It will predict itself as the how much item it will be take. Okay, so for that, we will be just typing here as the distance between them as the, let's say, 15, and enter. 15 and enter. You can see that this is in this format, the cars are being made in this format. Okay, you can add this in the two rows format. Here you can see that the rows are being added here. The same way we can change the distance between them, let's say 10, enter. You can see that it has been changed. Same way we can reduce it to 1, enter. The same way the cars are being now in this format. The level is for the 3D part, not for this. So we will be seeing now the associative for it is used for making these cars into a group format. We can make it a single format also by just unchecking this associative. Okay, now the next part, that is the base point. We can change, here you can see that this rectangle icon present here, we can change it as its base point. Okay, we can change here in this format for the, I can change the base point for this here also. Okay, but I will just control Z or escape, control Z. So for that, once again I will do it. Choose this polar array, just select the object, enter it, and then after select this path, and then after, here we have to choose the distance between them as the 15. Then after, here this associative is on, this base point has been on. The tangent direction, it is not that much required. Here you can see that this align is required. You can measure it also. Here is the align item. When you just uncheck this align item, you can see that the car has been in the format of the original plane, whatever was it present. It will be act in that way only, it will not change. Okay, here you can see that the Z direction is also, when you just on this align item, then it will go back to its original position. When you just off this, it will not happen anything. Okay, after that, like this way we can make this polar array. Okay, just close the array or escape it and close it. Same way we can make so for now, you want to get how it is been made. So for that, just choose this polyline, make an array format of like this, select like this. Okay, then after we have to choose the car, then after just make it move it to its base point like this. Okay, it has been changed to its gone below, so we can increase its size. Okay, like this. Then after we can choose this polar path array, just select it, enter it. Once again select the path array, just select it, and you can see that it has been increased. We can just choose here as the distance as the 40, or let's say as the 45, enter. Here you can see that the it has been in the format of like this. Okay, just uncheck this align item and it will be rotated, made into a straight format. Okay, just choose this align item and close this array. Like this way it actually work. For this we have seen for this car and this all that. Now we will be seeing for this tree format how it actually works. This is the tree present here. You can make this line as in this format by using this spline fit. How to make this spline fit? Just choose a line. Okay, like this way, choose a path. Okay, and then after choosing this path, you can just directly press here as the enter, and the path has been made like this. Okay, so like this way I have made this path and these trees. I will just provide this .dwg file to you in the resources tab. You can get these trees and all these details. Okay, so how to make this trees in this array format? So for that we have to choose this path array, then select this tree and enter it. Then after you can enter it, or the same function of the enter works in this format of the space. When you just tap space on your keypad, it will work in the format of the enter only. Okay, just we want to select the path, select the path, and after that you can see that the trees are being made into a array format. Okay, and here you can change the distance between them, let's say 50. Okay, it has been changed the distance. You can add this distance to 60. Like this way it actually works. Now you can see for the number of the rows, I can add here as the number of the rows as to 2, and you can see that it has been added the number of the rows to 2. Choose here as the 1, and here is the associative. It will be in the form of the group. Now you may have doubt, right? It has been in the arrayed format, it is not in the straight format. Here now the align item, here we want to off this align item, and you can see that it is in this format. When you just on this align item, then you can see that it has been in the in this format. Just choose this Z direction also. When you just off this align item, then it will be regained to its original position. Okay, when you just off this associative and close this array, you can see that it is in the form of the one single part. Okay, and when the associative is on, it is in this all this format. Okay, like this way it actually works. You can edit the source of it, source object. You can replace the source of object and reset this array, as we have seen for the rectangular array, all this concept. So like this way it actually works. Now the next concept of this path array we will be seeing, that escape it. Here you can see that we can for this civil architectural part, when you just drag you can make this column in this format also. We can make it in array format. How to make this array format? It is very simple. So for that we have to choose this path array here. Then after we have to just drag here this object, and then after press enter, and then after we have to choose here as the select path curve. Just choose this path curve, and we can change the distance between them like this way here. Just select it, and here you can change, see that the distance between them has been changed. Here you can directly change the distance between them by just choosing here as the changing the distance between them. Just choose here as the 20, enter, and the distance between them has been changed. Same way we can change it to 15 to make it more concise. And here you can do it for the 10 also. And after that, here you can add the number of the rows, let's say 2, with a particular distance as the 40 we have taken. You can regain it to back to 1 also, and like this way the array has been made perfectly. Here the associative works the same. Then the base point, we can, here is the base point of it, we can change the base point of it also. Then after this align item, for this the align will not work properly because it is into the straight format, vertical format only. So This is the type here will be shown for this here as the path, and all the concept are now been cleared. Just close this array, or the shortcut is the escape. Just close it, or just directly type here as the escape. Just control S, and all the detail whatever we have seen are been covered for this array part. Okay, all the concept of this array are been covered. We have seen the complete detail of this rectangular array, path array, and the polar array. Just control S, and I will provide this file to you in this resources type tab present in the Udemy platform. Okay, just choose this can here we go. Now we have completed this section 5, in which we have seen the complete array toolbar. Now we will start with this section 6, that is the dimension and annotation, which is present here as the dimension and annotation. We will see it in this detail. So that's it.